Hey guys, it's Gigi. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been so long since I've done an in-depth get ready with me with all my new products, all my new routines, and just catching up with what's going on in life, bitch. It's been a roller coaster of a few months. I can't wait to catch up with you guys and go completely start to finish on everything I'm using, makeup-wise, my favorites, my tried, my trues, and of course, some gossip in there. But without further ado, let's just get into it. It's about to be a jump scare. I have no makeup on in the next frame. Get ready, brace yourself. 3, 2, 1, bench. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I feel like we have a lot to talk about today. First and foremost, I'm going in with a foaming face primer. I've actually never used this before. Okay. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, it kind of tingles too. And obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. I am so tan. I just tanned last night. And I don't tan my face because it never looks good under makeup. I guess if you're like a girly that just wears like moisturizer and you're ready to go, you could tan your face. But for me, it settles into all the hair follicles and all the nastiness of all of it. And it just ends up looking crazy. So I just opt out and I'm like, yep, my face is pale. What you gonna do? So I'm gonna take my new favorite beauty sponge, the one by James from Painted, and Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin. This is foundation, but it's like a little bit lighter than a foundation. I just did 3 pumps. That was like a lot. I need a towel, BRB. I love this because it is like full-ish coverage, but it's like still a little glowy, and I go in with so much powder afterwards that I feel like it's nice to have just a little bit of glow. And don't forget my squeaky eye from my surgeon. Hi. I'm gonna put on concealer. Obviously, we're going for it today. I like to let my concealer dry for a little bit. So while we let that dry, I really wanna talk about something that happened to me this weekend. I don't know if it was like the eclipse or Friday the 13th or what. I had a humongous swell scare on my eye. I need your advice here. I literally randomly, how often would you say? Like 2 times a year?
More.
Like 3?
Weird.
No, I got lips that one time. My cheek that one time.
Lips have happened twice. I thought you were dying.
Yeah, Nats always thinks that I'm dying, which doesn't help the situation because I'm like, I know my body, it's not that deep, it'll go away. And he's like, it's so bad, we need to go to the ER now. I'm like, no.
The doctor, you're allergic to fish.
But I'm not. We got that allergy test. So I'm not allergic to anything. That's the thing. They said shellfish, but I got it back and there was no allergic reaction. So this is why I'm coming to you guys. So I think it might be a filler issue because I've had my lips blow up in the past randomly. Woke up and I'm like, oh my God, my lip, like one side or like both are like humongous. I'm like, what is happening? And they feel really, really firm, like they're about to like explode. I just felt like there was nothing wrong. I was like, it's just a swollen moment for like 2-3 days. It'll go down. But like anyone who would see me would be like, oh my God, like this is really bad. Like this is terrible. And I was like, yeah, I might look a little silly. Like I have to cancel a few things, but like it'll be fine in a couple days. Lo and behold, it's fine in a couple days. Not to get like conspiracy theory down boots, but people have said like after they've gotten the vaccine for COVID, they've experienced their filler like blowing up, getting really swollen when they're like sick or just randomly. And I'm like, wait, is that me? My detective ass self, I'm gonna put on my Harriet the Spy pants. I really feel like it's filler because I dabbled in getting a little bit of under eye filler a few months ago. By the way, taking my one size setting powder. And I know so many of my girlfriends that have gotten it done. I did not like it. I don't know if you've ever gotten under eye filler, but it is like not the tea. They inject here and then they like shoot up towards your eye. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna go blind. Oh my God, that skin is so thin. I was literally like slumped in my chair, like going through it. Like my back was like drenched as if you had just like cut me open as if I was watching. But I've never blown up randomly, swollen wise, like in this area, in my eye area. And I woke up, I had like this fold over my eye and this fold like near my eye. And it just tripped me out. And then I was like, oh, it's happening again, my swollen thing. So I don't know what that is, but if anyone knows, I would really, really, really appreciate it because it's like literally the worst feeling on earth. I felt like a monster. All right, I'm doing a little C6 Studio Fix since I'm really spray tan just to like bring everything together. I'm also gonna go in with Top Down Bronzer by Jaclyn Hill. I'm gonna be honest, my skin really hasn't been in the best shape recently. It's been probably the worst that it's been. I think that the lack of estrogen in my system has really messed with my skin. I've never seen this amount of acne. I've never seen this amount of texture and roughness, and it's just giving testosterone. I'm just so ready for it to be over. But me and my husband are on our IVF journey, so it's probably not ending until a few months. Do you just see how that warmed me up? I just love this bronzer, and it also, it smells like toffee, like just like a nice caffeine-y scent, and I just love it, and I just love the way it like blends into the skin. Oh, I've got to go get another brush. BRB again. Another thing, since I've stopped hormones, I know I've talked about it on my YouTube channel. I actually talk about it a lot more on my TikTok, is more facial hair and having to shave more frequently. I actually did a TikTok where I shave my face and I share my shaving routine on camera, which is something that like, I never really thought that I would ever do just because it's so triggering. I literally have hid it from so many people in my life. Friend vacations, dates, in the morning when I wake up, like even around my husband sometimes, I'm like, close both doors, lock both doors so I know I'm safe, and then I'll like get into my shaving routine, and then after I'll like open them, unlock them, and I'm like, morning, when I've already had a morning. Yeah, it's very, very real. Ooh. What is this? Too Faced Cloud Crush in Blurring Blush Golden Hour. This smells so good. It's like birthday cake vanilla. Being blonde, everything looks a little crazy until you're done, and then guess what? She will add even more blush. Halloween is coming up, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm being. So if you guys have any ideas for me, let a sister know. I'm filling in my brows, and something that I've realized over the years of doing makeup is that I always just go back to a nice simple angled brush and a nice simple brown powder. I don't know what it is because it's just powder. I've never found a product that I like other than just using powder. I just feel like it just blends and it's just so easy. Like I just did that in like 15 seconds. A lot of you guys were asking how my life has changed since getting the news that me and Nats have embryos. And honestly, it's been such a whirlwind, bitch. I never really wanted to say it out loud, but I always thought like, we're gonna give it our best shot, but like my sperm's never gonna be up to par and it's just going to end up on me. Like obviously he's gonna have like fierce eggs and everything's gonna be fine, but it's gonna come down to my sperm. So when we got the call that my sperm was swimming, it was like really exciting, obviously, but it wasn't until like insemination day that it was like actually real. But I've even had people from my family reach out and say like, oh my God, when is the baby due? When can we expect baby Getty Gorgeous? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, that wasn't a baby announcement. Like, there's no baby on the way. We've made babies. When we go through with it, there's so much more to do. And basically, if you aren't aware, embryos are basically a sperm and an egg that have been mixed, and it basically is a biologically mixed DNA sample of two people that can make a baby. And I'm not like shading anybody being like, oh my God, why would you ask me that? Of course there's no baby on the way yet. Just be happy for me. Like everyone's been really sweet, but it's just one of those things that takes a little bit more time than I think that people know. I just think a lot of people think you did it once and it was fine and like science took over and like you are just golden. You have a baby on ice and you just have it whenever you want, but it's really not like that. A lot of people go there because it's their last resort and obviously a bunch of other circumstances, but it is a lengthy process. Okay, so back to makeup. I just did bronzer and blush, the same ones that I did on my face, on my eyes, just with like a little cut, and now I'm gonna really cut it with this eyeliner. See how much of a difference that makes though? Bitch, with an eyelash, new human. Okay, and these are never gonna be equal, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Oh my God, do you wanna know something funny also? A lot of people actually asked me on my last video about plastic surgery. And I found that so funny because I really haven't gotten anything done in so long. The last thing that I got done was a lip lift. I really haven't thought about getting anything. I mean, you guys know I've gotten FFS. I've gotten illegal butt injections. I've gotten 3 boob jobs. I've gotten a lot of stuff. The only thing I really haven't gotten done is like a BBL. I mean, it took me 3 boob jobs to get happy with where I was at with my chest. I was extremely, extremely flat before, like giving concave double A with like just puffy nipples. The first ones I got were like little like kids bowling balls in the bowling alley, like just little tiny circular rocks, which were not cute, but it helped stretch it out. The second boob job I got, the doctor took liberty in making me a former Playboy model and gave me 650 cc's, and they were absolutely massive. And ever since then, I completely relate with girls who have back problems from their boobs because I could barely sleep, let alone wear my normal clothes. I just felt like they were just so foreign to me. They were so huge. I just felt not like myself, which is also why whenever I see people get breast reduction surgeries, I'm like, yes, bitch, get it. Because I know how it feels, although mine were like always fake. But I really get how it feels to have boobs that are way too big for your body, and it really is like debilitating. Then my third boob job, I basically just fixed everything. I really did a wide set implant with a low profile, so they just like flushed my body, and I feel like they just like are mine, and I'm so obsessed. I feel like third time was the charm for me, but I mean, if you can get away with doing it just once or just never, then I think that you are like very, very lucky, because it was a journey for me. I'm gonna blend that with some mascara. This is the Better Than Sex. And I wanna talk baby names. So coming with being like, oh my God, we have 2 embryos. A lot of people were like, what are you gonna name it? And I was like, okay, we're a little ways out from that. I know people who have named their baby and then literally at the hospital changed the name. Me and my husband obviously have a list of names that are like our favorite or like speak to us, but they change all the time. He's also texted me some very questionable ones, so I'm a little bit scared, I won't lie. He went to lunch the other day and they were talking baby names, and he sent me back the wildest, most generic baby names, and he's gonna kill me for saying this, but one of them was Harris. Harris Getty. It almost sounds like Piscetti. Hi, sir. Sorry, can I bother you? I'll have the Harris Getty. No. No. Not for my little baby boy or girl or them. There are definitely some names that I gravitate towards. Usually they are names that could be used for a traditional female or male. I think that that's really beautiful. I was actually just watching one of Alex Earl's videos on YouTube. She was like, oh my God, please guys, welcome my sister Ashton. And I was like, what? I literally have always loved the name Ashton, especially for a girl. I knew a guy at my high school, his name was Ashton, and I always loved the name Ashton. And then I met a girl named Ashton, and I was like, that might be even doper. So I've always loved that name. Of course, now that I've said it, not gonna name our baby that. I don't know what it is. Was I a fan of Pokemon too young? I think it's just always nice to have the option of having it be both. There's so many options and it's so hard just to tie down to one, but I wanna ask you guys, what do you see our first baby being named? I would love to hear. The weirder, the better. I will say the names I don't like are generally traditional names. I feel like I grew up in high school and elementary school with so many like Michaels and Alexes and Marks and just all those. It's giving like Bible script chapter verses. Like I feel like it's basic, overdone, overused names, but I know a bunch of like Alexes and Michaels and Marks that I love. Like my best friend literally is named Mark, so, but his name is Mark with a C, so it's a little cuter. Like in my class, there would be like, oh, Alex A, Alex M, Alex T, Alex C. Like I don't want my child to have one of 8 of the same names in their class. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I just want something unique and fun. And like also if they want to change it when they're older. I did it to mine. I did it to my first and my last name. So Godspeed, my love. Don't forget the tight line. Okay, it's coming together. Should we do a little gloss? I'm gonna use this Laura Lee. She gave these to me when I did her and Manny's podcast, and she's so cute. This is called Nude Blossom, and they're just magnets. And it's thin, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing lip gloss. Okay, I think we are done with the makeup. All right, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for catching up with me, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Stay gorgeous.